Did you know that one of the things that could make or break your experience whenever you get any kind of healthcare of any sort is simple communication and just respect, okay? What do I mean by that? Let's talk about it. My name is Dawn, and I'm really sad that I have to say this, but if healthcare providers, nurses, doctors, healthcare techs, everybody that's in the healthcare system would just communicate what's going on. What are you doing to me? Why are you doing it? What do we see coming up the road here next? What is the next thing that we're planning to do? And treating the person who's coming in for care just simply like a human can just make all the difference in the world. I've had years of not great care, but now I'm thankfully in a place where I'm getting really good care by my care team, and the nurses and doctors that I encounter just explain what's going on. So with the procedure I had today, it went great. Super smooth, no issues, great communication all around, right? Then I come home and I'm reading through messages and I get a message from somebody who's in their early pregnancy. And it was simply because there was minimal to no communication about what was going on, what she could expect, who was in the room, all these different things. And I'll make a more in-depth video in the next few days. But Jiminy Christmas, if you are in the healthcare system, please communicate with these people. Although these things may be a task for you, it is an experience for them. And the doctor, the nurse, the tech, it may be, I've got to get a blood pressure. I've got to do this exam. I've got to get this information. To the husband, they're looking at all this like logical stuff, right? Who's that? What's going on? What do they need? It's all very logical, right? But for most females, this is very relational and it is very personal, especially when you're doing breast exams or vaginal exams or pap smears. There should be consideration, respect, trauma-informed care, and just kindness. Why can't we give them that kindness? Yes, it may be your job, but it's not their job, and we need to be mindful of that. What was your experience as a care provider, nurse, as a patient? Let us know what your experiences have been in the comments. Now, I've always been a people person, so I've always had a personal level with it, but I was still very task-oriented in the beginning. And as I began to understand more and more about trauma-informed care, I was able to provide care that really was individualized for that person and what it was that they needed. And this is what we all need to consider. It is our job, but it is their experience. What kind of experience do we want them to have? All right, share your experiences and don't forget to like, follow, and share for more.